Hi, I'm Chandler. Welcome to Smoke Time. I'm a magic practitioner and an artist, and today is a really important and personal, and I am really excited to share this with you kind of video. When I was little, not that little, but like past me, little kid me, I was really in love with the thought of being a vampire. I grew up in the time of like Twilight and all these other things that were on our medias, but the thought has always been there that I like that. I never wanted to be fully human. So every day after school, I would race home, slam on my bed, and pull out my little computer, and I would hop on YouTube and I would research witches and vampires and werewolves, and I would find all sorts of spells for transformation. And it would make me like really excited. So I wanted to dedicate myself to that. This was back in middle school, and for 30 days, for 30 times, I would say this online vampire transformation spell in the dark. I made sure to always do it right before bed, and I would literally say it 30 times for 30 days. I really wanted this to happen. I was hoping for this. So every morning I was checking my teeth out in the mirror, hoping to see some sort of fangs, but little did I know I actually grind my teeth really bad. So that was not going to happen. But maybe as a result of that, or just as I am, like I said, I don't know, I really like the vibe of vampire, and I feel like with my own personality, I already kind of have a vampire, I guess, like traits or aspects. So yeah, to pay homage to little kid me, and like a me that I still want to be and am being, I'm serious about this. I'm going to rework kind of little kid me's thoughts of doing an online spell before bed, because you know I'm grown now. I actually practice witchcraft, and I have the right to be a vampire. The whole 30 days 30 time thing seemed really excessive to me. Like, you go little kid me. But for something like this, I don't feel like it's necessarily necessary. God, that's stupid. I'm sorry. It's not necessary. So I just really felt like the aspects of a half moon felt very fitting for a vampire, because you know they are typically a creature that was once human turned vampire. So there are two sides to that existence, that experience, that person, that character, whatever it may be. So yeah, a half moon felt right for that. And then the new moon that had just happened was very much about like passion and self-growth and empowerment. So it was very fitting. I felt like start it on that day to end it on the half moon. The 6 nights basically of burning petitions, and I'm gonna insert clips of the last night when I was finishing up the ritual. So with that vibe of the new moon, the self-empowerment, like passion, be yourself vibe, it felt right to do something that I've honestly been thinking about for a while, which is this vampire ritual. Little kid me was really into it. I've always wanted to, you know, come off more than human, and like hold that kind of energy. Apologies if you can hear my stomach, I'm hungry. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very much in the era of just becoming. And it may be silly to some people, but this is my perspective, my existence. I'm allowed to do what I want. And if that's to be a vampire, then it's to be a vampire. And obviously I'm not gonna like drink blood and do all that jazz, but you know, there's parts about it when I've done so much research around vampires and like vampiric aspects that I really just align with. So I want to hold that and like kiss it deeper, and that was the point of the ritual and the point of what I'm doing today. I'm going to set up a jar with kind of like the herbs and stuff, some of the ingredients that I used in the working for the ritual. And I've gone ahead and written out the petition, like the magic words. And I want to bury them in kind of that mixture. And then every month I'm going to redo this working to kind of just amplify and recharge it for myself. But I want to have the mix pre-built. I don't know. I think that's cute. Something about like having a jar of that sounds right or like feels right. Yeah, so and then burying these in that, you'll see, was like a part of the ritual. So it's calling into that, so I don't just have to set it up every time. I'm just preparing a little bit, and it just feels right. So that's what we're doing today. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, to start, I'm gonna hit everything with a black cherry incense. It's really good for passion, you know, just fits the vibe. You've seen it if you watched my videos. Oh gosh, I use it a lot. So I'm gonna start by just kind of cleansing the jar, setting this tone in here. I think it looks really cool. Here is the sigil that I created for this specific like energy. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in there because I also want it to get buried in all of this. I'm never gonna actually like burn it or place it on any of the future workings that I do like once a month. It's kind of just to stay in the jar and be for the jar. Okay. And next I'm gonna put like all the petitions in there. But yeah, like I said, I think especially as a kid, being human was kind of lame. As an adult, I can find the reasons why I like being a human, but of course I still think it'd be really cool to just be a little more, you know, like witchcraft makes me a witch. It's something I'm already really aligned and attracted to, and the same kind of goes for the vampiric aspects. Okay, gosh, I hope you can hear me okay. I had to prop my phone up really weird, but I would still like you to be able to see this. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to drink blood. Like I said, I grind my teeth. I don't really have teeth like that. Gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I want to be confident. I want to be unmovable in that way, because I think that's a big part of at least vampires that were portrayed to believe. Like, they are so confident in themselves, you can't really change who they are and how that is. And I'm already super Taurus, so the stubbornness of that, I think, will help amplify. But yeah, I don't know. It's what I want to do. Why not? I know, like, I can't actually change like that, but I do already have very, like, they call it, like, energy vampire. Yeah, I definitely feel like I have that. I've had that pretty much my whole life. I don't know if it's because of the spellwork in middle school, but I think it was before that even. I don't know. My energy definitely can control a room whether I want it to or not, and it can be intense at times. Sometimes I feel like I can't even control that. And I guess with that, with the ritual, with this working, with all of this, I really wanted that to kind of be made for my control. You know, a big focus of this is that the energy is my own, of my choosing, the perception. People don't get to see me however they want to see me. That I will just be confident, and not that I'm not, but you know, like you know how vampires are. Like, I'm going for that, and I know I can get to it. So that was the point. I don't know. I really want that. Okay, there are the roses. I think I'm also just going to hit it next with the thyme. It's in the name. I use it in every working. I don't know how I couldn't. Like, it's too good. It really just belongs in here, and I want a lot of it, so it's getting all up in this. Okay, that looks good. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, yeah. And this is the crushed red pepper. I suppose, like, more than that, you know, I like the seductiveness that vampires can, like, hold, and I think I've made it a point, at least in shorts and videos. Like, I'm a kinkster. Okay, my camera fell and cut off. But I was saying I was about to add the catnip in case it didn't catch that, because I'm honestly not sure what all it got. So, I'm gonna put a lot in there. But yeah, jeez. I don't really care what other people think. This is how I want to live my life. Like, I'm very dedicated to art and witchcraft, and being a vampire. You know, that is, I think, a beautiful thing that could blend into the multiple aspects that already make up myself. And in my eyes, I'm just kind of amplifying that and calling it a vampiric ritual when it just feels like it's a me ritual. So yeah. Okay, next, I think I'm gonna do the cinnamon and sugar, and then I do just have, like, some ash to add in, but that's in another place right now. Gosh, it smells so good. And the point behind making the jar is so that, like I said, the petitions, they kind of, like, I guess, marinate in this. Like, I'm going to be able to use this for when I do that, like the monthly redoing of the ritual. I'm just gonna use this mix, pull a petition from here, and then once a year on the anniversary, I can just come back and remake this, and stock myself up for the next year. It just sounds right. I want a jar of, you know, my vampiric ways. It sounds lovely. Yeah, so it smells really good too. Like I said, I think in a previous small, like, short post, it smells, like, deceptively sweet. Like, it would kind of hurt you, but I don't know. Okay, sugar time. Okay. Yay! Alright, there it is. Next, I'm just gonna mix everything. And then, basically I'll consider that done, like pop the lid on it. And then you'll see me next month back with this jar doing the ritual again. But I still want to see what it looks like. I'll blend it up, so. Great, and I wanted to come back. I made a last minute choice and I think it looks really cute. I haven't mixed it all the way yet. But I'm gonna just mix it by shaking it around now with the lid on. But I wanted to put the incense, smoke in here and then like trap it in, because like I said, it matches the vibe already. Yeah, I don't know, that just looks so like haunting and beautiful. I love that. That's so good. Okay, I'm gonna mix it now. Oh wow, I can like really smell the incense for some reason. Okay. Wow, look at that. Yep, I love magic. That is so cool, and it looks like that one wants to go next month, and I'm excited. My birthday's coming up in a little bit, but yeah, wow. There it is. So there's the stock for the next year's worth of Vampiric, like ritual spellworks that I'm gonna be doing once a month. So if you're into that, check back for next month's. I'm aiming to try to like do something that brings me closer to like the real me every time I do this. So I have not exactly anything in store, but I'm gonna come up with something really cool for it. So definitely be sure to check back with that. And then I have, oh my god, so many things planned for this next week and the week after, because like I said, my birthday is all up in that. And it's gonna be really centered around like dream workings and dreams just in general. But that's for a different video to get into. And if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this. I'm really glad to be putting out this like content for anyone and everyone. And if you're into this sort of jazz, then I'm glad that you can be here and that like I can be posting this. And we can just like be friends about it. I'm going to have custom spellwork coming up here. I'm thinking for Beltane to kind of like redo and update the shop, but I'm working on it right now. But I think May 1st is when the shop will be like refreshed, revived. Yeah, but it might happen sooner. Like I said, I'm working on it today even, so we'll see how productive I can be after this. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching some of my vampire ritual. Hopefully next month I'll just record it and make that a video versus doing the shorts, because I definitely like the video content more than the shorts. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm Chandler. If you're interested in any pre-built spells, I sell them down below. Peace.